This video I'm working on a Gerald the goat. This picture is already underway. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is have Gerald on the left. He's walking towards something that's going to be in the middle. And I'm going to make a duplicate because I'm going to have him in the same pose on the right hand side. And let me just check that that's level. That looks about right to me. I'll change his facial expression in a moment. Now I've got another layer here which I'm moving to the front, which is Gerald in a standing pose. And I'm just going to move that into the center, make that a little bit bigger, and I'm going to change that in just a moment. Let's just remove a couple of the marks from that layer. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit, and I'm just going to change his head so he's looking down. And let's just alter that a bit. Oops. Okay, now I kind of want I think a look of disgust is what I'm aiming for. That doesn't quite look right. Quite like the look of that. That's a bit over exaggerated, but I think that has the effect. Now, what is it he is looking at? Well, I'm going to move forward another layer. Oh no, where has that disappeared to? Oh, there it is. Okay, this is a pot of Stan's custard. Now, let's see, I might dip his snout into the custard. Let's see how that looks. Okay. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. I think that might work. Let's zoom out a bit. Yep, okay. So, let's just add a bit more to his mouth. Let's try that again. And one more time. Okay. And just a bit more detail to the pot. Okay. Now, Gerald on the right hand side is a little bit out of line or out of sync. Just move him down a bit, and I'm going to change the look on his face on this one. And almost, not quite, let's try it. That'll do. Now to bring the captions forwards, to the forefront rather. So this one I'm going to move over on the left hand side. Like so. And there's one more that I'm going to put on the right hand side. Okay. Like so. And just check that's lined up. So just dragging that over. Okay, now I want to move that a little bit further in, and also Gerald as well. I'm going to move a little more into the centre, like so. Okay, what I'm going to do now is to add another layer, and I'm going to draw the border, or draw the frames. Let's just check, okay. Oops, let's try again. I'll just move that a little bit closer to the writing, like so. Okay, and one more. Oops. Okay. Now, what I have to do is just to erase the lines there that I don't need. So this one is part of a recent series. Stan has been cooking for his girlfriend, attempting to cook for his girlfriend. And Stan is not a very good cook. He has learnt everything he knows about cooking from Granny Mills, and unfortunately she is an absolutely terrible cook who throughout her long life has not really been able to do much more than heat a tin of beans up. And so Stan's poor long-suffering girlfriend has to occasionally bear his attempts to impress her with dinner, which inevitably fail. Now this is the dessert part. The starter part of the meal went up in flames, and the dessert in the form of this custard, well, basically refuses to come out of the pot. Okay, so just wrapping up the borders there. I'm going to wash in some background now. But first, before I do that, I'm just going to put in a background line. Let's get a brush here. Okay. No, I'm going to redo that with a ruler, I think. Let's just see, make that just a little bit finer. Run that across there, okay. Back to the eraser. Just to move the line where it overlaps with Gerald and also between the frames. Okay. Now, I'm not quite sure if the look on his face is of sufficient horror and disgust, but I'm going to keep that for the time being. Okay, that's the borderline, or the frame done. I'm going to wash in the floor. Let's try 20% opacity, that's what I usually use. And this is a new layer. I'm going to do one hopefully continuous wash, and then I will go back again with the eraser and remove any overlap. Okay. Now sometimes when I'm doing the wash, for some reason it tends to catch on something. I don't know whether it's a nick on the Apple Pen or something on the screen. It tends to catch on something and then do like a double intensity, and I want to keep it one smooth wash all the way across, and that looks like that to me. Okay, just set that back to the eraser, and let's make that a little bigger. Okay, and just going over Gerald again to erase that line. So this dinner party a sequence, or Stan's cooking sequence, has been going on for a few strips now, and this was the final part of Stan's cooking. And his girlfriend, by the way, if you haven't been following the strip, had the choice between suffering his cooking or going off bowling with Granny Mills, so she chose the latter. Just redoing this. Let's concentrate so I get it right this time. I haven't actually really decided whether Gerald is living at Stan's place or in his garden or just hangs out there a lot. With the origin of Gerald and the strips to go with that, I've yet to actually draw. I was playing around with the idea of Stan had got Gerald as a pet or a means to keep the grass down or keep the weeds down in the garden, and then kind of lost control of him. So he, in theory, is Stan's pet, but in reality is very much his own goat. So I haven't decided fully what I'm going to do with that idea yet. I kind of like the idea of him being a bit of a free agent roaming around, rather than being confined to anyone's garden or even on a farm. Okay, now let's see, just got this bit in the middle to remove, and along the bottom, and the other side here. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, just add in another layer here. I'm going to wash in some shadow. This is also 20% opacity, just on the Gerald there, and the pot, put a little bit on the side of the pot there, and over here again the shadow on the Gerald. Okay, just set that. Now, saved on another layer, I have the Gerald the Goat title box, and here it is, just moving that to the front, and I'm now going to put that there. Okay, and finally I'm going to add the email address, so rob@everyonelovescartoons.com, and you're welcome to contact me if you have any questions or you want to say hello. Oops, let's just straighten that up. rob@everyonelovescartoons.com, that's a bit wonky, that's right. And finally, the signature. And that's it. Thank you for watching.